Folks, welcome back to Would Someone on the Internet Lie? I'm Ben McGugan. This is Savannah Carlton.
What?
Go, say, no.
This is me, Savannah Carlton.
I'm going to do it now because I'm super high energy.
Okay, well, I mean, you were correct.
Yeah,
That's
damn
me.
straight. And I'm going to get 3 for 3. Watch me because we've got a special guest. We've got him back in the studio again. It's Josh Davies.
Oh, hello again. It's like I never left.
Amazing. How did we get...
Well, I'm so in demand as well.
Yeah, you must be addicted to the show.
Well, long time listener, first time.
Second time.
Second time, I don't do that.
First time returning.
First time returner.
And I'm pretty sure you made this same joke last time.
Yeah,
so
no, I
it's-
did. That was intentional.
Okay, well, yeah, it's nice
See,
to get
it's
it.
I'm what we call a comedian.
It's.
That was a call back.
It was
I
a
believe.
call back.
I thought you were
It's
just doing an update
It
on
was
the.
a multi-episode callback.
Wow.
I'm building you guys a canon.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get you on a third time.
What?
That's
And
a
I won't
motherfucking.
do it.
That's a motif.
I won't do it though. That's the thing on the third
Oh!
one. People will be expecting it the
Send
entire
people
time.
through a loop.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Can't predict
crazy.
me.
Rule of threes.
Yeah. Subverting
Comedy.
the three.
That's a comedy thing, right?
Yeah. I know these. Anyway, the show is what we do here. We read stories on the internet that are bollocks, and then we make fun of them, and we all go home happy, boys and girls. Right?
I don't get it. Can you explain the premise to me again?
Look, it's
I was
really.
completely lost last time, honestly.
It's really complex, but I think you'll get a handle on it
All
when
right.
we get into it.
Let's do it then.
Okay, we ready for the first story?
Alright, well, after listening back to some of them, I've noticed that every time on the first one I say, this is a little one to get us kicked off.
I have not picked up on that.
This one, short. And it's
Just
going
to-
to get us.
In the
Yeah,
mood?
that's the same thing. Okay, anyway. This one takes place on a train,
Oh, excellent.
just to set the scene.
I love trains.
Plausible so far.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the train back home,
Meanwhile.
that's how they start it. Meanwhile,
Well, it really starts you in the middle of the action.
me sits down. Some lady stares intensely. Me, what? Some lady, why the hell is your cheek big? Also, I should say they've written cheek and big as one word. So
Cheek-
it's like
cheek
cheek big. Why the heck is your cheek big? Me, oh, I had some wisdom teeth taken out. Some lady, ooh, don't sit next to me then. I don't want to sit next to an ugly hoe. Okay.
That classic hoe move, giving you wisdom.
Yeah. What? I'm trying to examine the logic of the old lady here, but she's clearly not real. Because, none of this... there's no... It didn't build at all. It's just a woman looked at me and I was like, what?
Yeah. Why is your cheek big?
Why are your cheek big? I still want to know what she was thinking, though. What do ugly hoes get their wisdom teeth removed?
Yeah, they're real good on dental hygiene.
Oh yeah. God.
You can't be a hoe and have a sore tooth.
No,
ruins
no.
your flow.
It's not even about the tooth, it's just the cheek big. That's the problem.
Oh right, the cheek big.
Yeah. Cheek big.
That's a cheek big for being a hoe.
Yeah. Maybe she thinks there's a dick in there.
Yeah, it's for storing dicks like chipmunks store nuts.
Yeah. Don't want to sit next to an ugly hoe. Me.
Oh, there's more.
I don't want to sit next to a fucking slut. Smiley face.
This is clearly some teenage girl
Yeah.
sitting on a train home from somewhere after getting a tooth out. She's and then she's imagining a conversation with someone, but she can only think of two insults: hoe and slut.
It's such a perfect mix of teenage hormones and whatever they give you at the dentist when you get your wisdom tooth out.
Also, there's a little more.
Oh, thank God.
I don't want to sit next to a fucking slut. Smiley face. Everyone on the train gasps. And one girl high-fived me. And that's the end of the story.
Oh my yes. Oh, what a finale.
It's no one interacts with anything that happens on public transport. That didn't happen.
No. And also, all of these stories, they require some sort of audience. There always has to be some sort of audience reaction, and that's the part that makes it the most unbelievable. They could leave it at, just the interaction, and we could almost believe it. Almost.
It's where they get to that point where it's like the audible record scratch, or the walking into an old timey saloon.
There's a baby that drops its dummy.
Yeah, the monocle pops out of the eye. It's that part.
Like the really old lady faints and...
I was on the bus the other day and there was a guy like slamming his head against the seat in front of him and beatboxing while he did it. To the beat of no one looked at him. No one looks at anyone on public transport.
Beatboxing to the beat of himself.
Of him slapping himself on the not super hard, but like hard enough that it was making like a smack, and he was beatboxing and rapping really poorly.
I like the idea of beatboxing to your own mental problems.
This is the name of my book.
I was on the bus the other day and a guy started vomiting, and it was a pretty full bus and no one did anything except the bus driver. And there was like the stop just before where I was getting off. I was like, I want to get off now because it's starting to smell of vomit, so I don't want anyone to think it was me. So I just sat on the bus for another stop. Vomit.
No one does anything. You're paralysed on the bus.
Yeah, well, there was like 3 people that got up and applauded him.
Yeah. A high five. Everyone gasped. Gasped?
Yep.
Yeah. Come on. You host the podcast, learn words.
Gasped sounds weird.
Gasped.
It's a gasp. You don't gasp. Gasp sounds
How long have I been saying gasp? It's such a faux pas. I can't believe it.
It's such a common word to use as well. I'm surprised nobody's called you out on it.
Especially in this line of work.
Yeah.
Everyone's gasping in these stories.
I'm getting gasps all the time. Right.
Alright, should we move on to the next
Another
story?
Okay.
Okay, so this next one, I have to be honest, really hard to tell whether it happened or not.
As they all are.
But this one, probably impossible. But I love it. I love it so much. I'm going to read it anyway.
Okay.
Alright. Once I tried it interior the Area Museum in Washington, D.C.
What? Can you repeat one more time?
If you want me to repeat that, I'm just going to tell you we're going to be repeating things for the whole story.
Okay. Once I tried it interior the Area Museum in Washington, D.C.
Okay. We didn't mishear you. It was just
right.
Yeah. Okay. In Washington, D.C. Do not do it.
Good. I don't know what I'm not supposed to do.
Yeah.
The element is officious. You also flush the box with a pedal element. And then they've done a shocked face emoji.
Rightly so, because I'm flabbergasted.
You don't want to flush the box with a pedal element, my god.
Yeah.
I feel like they're in a toilet museum, but it's really hard to know.
It's I have no idea what's going on. Is there more?
There's so much more.
I think, given that it makes no sense that they use the word bog, they're from somewhere in England that has a weird accent, so I think you should...
Did they use the word bog?
Yeah. It said flush the bog, didn't it?
Yeah, it said you
so
also
you should
flush
do it in
the
a
box.
weird British accent, please.
What constitutes a weird British accent?
Give it your best.
Or Australian.
Also,
do Australians say bog?
Do they?
You guys have no idea how hard this is to read. I'm also putting on an accent.
We can kind of get an idea, like, because it's going, like, the words are going, I don't know about you, Josh, the words are going in my brain, but they're, like, not fitting anywhere.
Yeah. It's every time you say a word, I have to go, is that a word, or are they wrong?
Yeah.
Because they can't be wrong on every single word.
But it seems like they are.
Okay. shocked face. Besides, I easily have some classic era embarrassing moments. Hate those. Don't we all hate those?
Yeah.
Era embarrassing moments. In quotation marks. Era. Like at the same time as I became wearing white shorts in a movie theatre, that one became undesirable.
I don't know what that means.
So I think before they were at a toilet museum, and now they're at the movie theatre.
And did they shit themselves? Is that why wearing white pants was a thing?
Who the hell knows? Okay. That one became undesirable. Besides the undeniable fact that that is the largely the most relaxing to inform, and became absolutely very embarrassing.
What is this? Is this a Facebook post?
I honestly don't remember where I found this. I may have just put it in myself in a blackout. I don't know where this came from, but I love it more than anything. Do you know what I think it was? I think I was reading some like Yahoo Answer posts because they are a goldmine for this kind of stuff. And one of the comments, I think this was one of the comments.
Okay. Stumbled across this.
Yeah.
It sounds like someone's put something that Russell Brand has said into Google Translate, put it into like German, and then into Spanish, then into Arabic, and then back into English.
Yeah. That's a really good way to describe it. Okay. And became absolutely very embarrassing is when I were given my pants stuck in a bike chain.
Don't you hate when you're giving your pants stuck in a bike chain?
Oh, I gotta tell you how many times I've given my pants stuck in a bike chain.
My bike hit a flat or something, so I used my brother's. My sister went down this hill and...
Whoa, that was like a sentence.
I know, right? It's
that was like a sentence in there.
It's the only part that is real English.
I was like an oasis. It was beautiful for a moment.
My brother had a flat or something. Oh, my bike had a flat or something, so I used my brother's. My sister went down this hill. I'm not going to read it any further because it's not speaking into nonsense again, but that...
Amazing.
Her sister went down the hill and so did her English again.
Yeah. Yeah, wow.
What do you think happened there to them?
Well, possibly a stroke.
They had a stroke and started being fine.
Yeah, it started making more sense.
Came out of it.
But came back out of the stroke.
Yeah.
In the hospital, finished it off.
It's astounding that with like a paragraph in tops, and the fact that there was a single sentence that was fine is what's thrown us.
Yeah.
That's how deep we are already.
My sister went down this hill and advised me about how only grand it became, and how I had to attempt it too. So I did. And my pants were given stuck interior the chain.
Yeah.
They say interior a lot.
Interior comes up a lot.
Why? What do they think it means?
Inside?
In.
Oh, yeah.
Just in.
Yeah. Stuck interior the chain. Of route, I wrecked, and my pants were really stuck. I had to take them off and run each of Howe Homestead, which became a good mile or two. Without pants. It became a lot awkward, and that journey thoroughly massacred my denims. That's the end, and that's my favourite line. And that journey thoroughly massacred my denims. So good.
Thoroughly massacred my denims.
I've stumbled upon a real gem of a way to describe getting your clothes caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do we think's happening? Like, they're in a toilet museum.
They're in a toilet museum.
The toilet museum's horribly embarrassing.
It sounds like, if it is a toilet museum, it sounds like whoever this person is tried to use one of the display toilets at the museum. tried to flush. It didn't. Because they're a million years old toilets. It didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And then segue beautifully.
But they say, like at the same time as I became wearing white shorts in a movie theatre. So, is it happening simultaneously?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
They're at the toilet museum, whilst at the same time at the movie theatre, whilst at the same time using their brother's bike.
Yeah, this person experiences time like all at the like
an arrival.
Like an arrival.
Yeah.
They're experiencing every part of their life at the same time.
Yeah. Wow.
So, and that's why they talk like that.
Yeah.
I bet we could rearrange all the words in that, and it might make sense.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If we changed them as well. Savannah's got her day filled out tomorrow.
Maybe it's like a hidden message. Like treasure or
stuck
something.
in a toilet and watching.
My pants are stuck interior of the bike chain.
I mean, it's a gem.
It's a doozy.
I want to know if they're okay. Did they get new jeans?
I always want to meet these people afterwards.
Mm-hmm.
I always want to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I feel
But
like
maybe this one more than the others.
But also, it's kind of like, don't meet your heroes. Like, I'm worried.
Yeah.
I'm worried they won't talk like this in real life. I'll be very
Yeah.
disappointed.
They'll just say, "Oh no, my keyboard was messing up that day." I was
Yeah.
like, damn it! That's
Damn it.
the interior of my keyboard.
So, you
I got
guys
my pants
think
stuck
it's
in
fake?
the-
Think it's real?
I think
I'm not sure if I'm real now after that.
I don't know what happened in that to be real or fake, so I don't know.
I think definitely interior of the bike chain caught
And massacred the Denims.
massacred the Denims.
R.I.P. Denims.
I think definitely toilet museum and also in the same time like movie, but when I became undesirable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
You feel me?
Totes me goats.
You get it.
Big time.
Yeah, that was great. We got one more?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. This next one, it's a story. Sounds bogus as shit.
That was the most natural introduction.
I attended an anime convention this weekend and had an okay time for the first few days. On the final day, however, horror struck. I was about to leave the hotel when I noticed a crowd had formed. What attracted their attention? A gamesy cosplayer was beating the shit out of a fat girl, presumably his girlfriend. I started to freak out. Somebody stop him! Everyone looked at me like I was an alien. Are you blind or just ugly? Some asshole screamed. That chick he's wailing on? Fat as suit. Nobody's jumping in harm's way for a fat bitch. Have you guys ever heard the term fat as suit? Because I don't think I've ever heard that.
Do they mean to write shit?
Oh, maybe. Maybe it was an autocorrect.
I prefer to think they think fat as soup is a proper insult.
No, it's suit.
Oh,
Fat as soup! I quite like fat as soup.
Yeah, I like that too. No more soup for you. You fat as soup.
You fat as soup.
Okay. Nobody's jumping in harm's way for a fat bitch. He punched her again, knocking several teeth free. It sounds really aggressive, but I promise you, there's nothing to worry about.
No, I'm already I feel a little bad, but yeah, I'm
It feels mean to laugh at it, but trust.
At the same time, it's just a bunch of nerds, so who cares?
This doesn't end with a bunch of people getting sent to women's refuge. I promise. I promise.
This is the episode we find out that Savannah hates women.
Yeah. Knocking several teeth free. I couldn't stand it anymore and took off running towards them. Leave her alone right
I
now.
assume they did the anime run with the arms back and like the lines coming past them.
Yeah. Leave her alone right now. Before I could reach them, a brony shoved me to the ground.
Huge muscly brony shows up. He's still in anime, so he's like, Bacchiaro!
I was going to say, how does she know that they're a brony, but it's probably pretty obvious.
Oh, they're probably dressed up like
Yeah.
yeah.
Brony is someone who dresses like My Little Pony, eh?
They're just a fan.
Yeah. Oh, they're just a fan. Okay.
Yeah. But it like implies that like they're also probably a furry.
Yeah, you can't half commit to My Little Pony.
I know Brony who are like, no, I just like the show, but I'm like, in the back of my mind, I'm like, no, you probably want to have sex with those horses.
A Brony shoved me to the ground. Watch where you step, lard ass. He kicks me in the ribs. You're fatter than I am, I shrieked in pain. Ha 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 ha. That's how it's written, I swear.
That is an anime laugh.
Is
ha ha ha!
Yeah. It literally goes ha 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 ha. I only weigh 250 lb, he laughed. I'm only 200, I screamed. Yeah, he hissed smugly. But you're a chick. And 200 for you is like 800 for real people.
What the fuck? I don't know where this is going, but like, for this girl, like, to try and get creative, like, oh, you shouldn't fat shame, but she's doing it to this guy. Like, she's like, you're fatter than me, Lars.
So I was on the way to defend this fat bitch with this fat piece of shit trying to find me.
Maybe because she's defending a fat chick, she doesn't want people to think that she might also be fat. So she's like, I better put in a scene where I reveal my weight.
Oh, true.
How weird that she's exactly 200 as well. That's
on the dot.
Rare, probably.
Yeah. 200
for you is like 800 for real people. Another Brony / furry came over. And she's wearing granny glasses. The fedora of woman.
The fedora of women. Oh man!
What are granny glasses anyway? Just like sort of a cat eye?
No, I think they're just like old
big?
school. Yeah, big
round
glasses. Right? I just like. Oh yeah, this is the most anime convention story I've ever heard.
Yeah, it's pretty intense.
This is what happens when you go to too many of those things.
The fedora of woman, more laughter. He swung to hit me again, but a hand grabbed his. A Japanese man in Ryu cosplay.
How's it spelled?
Ryu.
Ryu. Means dragon. It's probably an anime character.
Oh, okay. How do you say it again?
Ryu.
A Japanese man in Ryu cosplay was standing there. The room went dead silent. You know, Ryu said, in your beloved fucking Japan, we call girls like her Marshmallow Girl.
Is that a compliment or is he just giving them a different insult?
And is considered a cornerstone of kawaii. That's how it said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. In my homeland, she would be considered beautiful. He looked me. He looked the misogynist fools up and down. You dishonor yourselves.
Oh.
There's still more.
Oh, thank God.
It wasn't long before security came to pick up the wife beater and the brony. Sounds like a trashy TV sitcom. The wife beater and the brony. I don't know what happened to the GF, but last time I heard, she leaved him. I kissed Rue on the cheek and he blushed deeply as I was being taken to the doctor on the Brony's dime. Got him.
Wow.
Okay, so she doesn't know what happened to the GF, but last time she heard, she leaved him.
She leaved him.
But how does she know?
Yeah.
She's in hospital
On the Bronies dime.
on the Bronies dime. How does she know what's going on with the GF?
Well, I assume this guy in the Ryu cosplay fired an arrow through a hospital window, and on it was written a note in ancient Japanese script and
saying
said,
she leaves him.
We can never meet again, but just so you know, the GF, she left him.
She left him.
I must go now, back to my homeland.
The GF left the Brony with the...
Goodbye, my marshmallow girl.
Goodbye, marshmallow. Amazing. Yeah, that's the most fanficky one we've had so far, I think.
Mm-hmm.
What is with it? Why? I mean, it didn't happen.
No.
They love to write them super outrageous.
Super outrageous.
To the point where you feel bad.
Yeah, I do feel bad. I don't know why, because a lot of them that I've seen involve the protagonist / narrator getting hurt in some way, and it's you alright, bud?
Yeah. Well, there's some of them like this that are kind of written to almost so that they can feel some sort of outrage, or
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not quite sure what they want out of this. But there's also some that I've come across lately that sound very much like they got off writing it, especially the embarrassing ones. There are some that I've read that, I don't think I could read on this show because it sounds too much like they enjoyed it.
Oh. I kind of want to hear those. We'll get those in the Would Someone on the Internet Lie After Dark.
Ooh.
Nice.
Nights.
You gotta whisper.
It's just,
Real close to the microphone.
Yeah, we'll do some ASMR shit.
I think it's just going to be a lot of really creepy fetishes.
Yeah, probably. I think they'll probably get really weird.
Yeah, they do. It's they'll put such a string of embarrassing events together that it's almost okay. What are you up to here? You enjoyed writing this, didn't you?
Yeah, with one hand. Right, and that is all the stories we have for this edition of Would Someone on the Internet Lie? Thank you so much for joining us. My name's Ben McGugan.
Thank you, folks. My name's Ben Savannah Carlton.
Thank you to our special guest.
Josh Davies. Join us next week where I play the role of Ben McGugan and Spider Carlton. This is a hostile takeover.
Wow. That was a bold move announcing that.
Yeah, we're also going to have to guess Josh Davies is going to be back.
Oh, thank God. He's the only good part of the show.
That's what I think, and that's what the comments have been saying.
Yeah, I read those.
Mm.
They're not kind.
No.
Okay.
I've got a lot of free time, I'm sorry.
Thank you so much, everybody. See you next time.
Bye.